Hello, it's Sally here at Dotty B. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me. Today I thought I would show you a page that I'm going to be making, and it's kind of a take on crazy patchwork, but it's going to be quite linear. It's not going to be higgledy-piggledy like typical crazy patchwork is, and it's not going to be coloured either. It's going to be very neutral because it's going to be a background page, and all of mine are going to be quite square on. My piece is going to be square on, but I thought I would just show you what I do to make it. I don't think I've shown you before, but I'm not sure. I've shown you that I have done it before, but I'm not sure if I showed you from the start. So I'm just going to show you a couple of pieces that I've made with the patchwork. As you can see, there's all different borders and edgings, and a little edging there of a napkin, and they're all pieced together to make a neutral background that I can then put my piece on top of. So this is another one here where I've just put all different edgings on. This is a selvage edge here. You can't really see much more because of the piece is quite a heavy piece. This one's quite a light piece here. You can see quite well what I've done here with all of the edgings here. That one's gone all the way down to the bottom. I've put some floral pieces onto this one, but just different neutrals really to just make a background. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. This is going to be for one of the pages in my field notes, Roxy's Journalist Literary Field Notes project, and it's going to be one of the pages for that I'm going to use. So first of all, what I do is I start with a thin piece of fabric. This is like a really thin calico muslin type fabric it was an offcut from another project that I used. So I thought that would be ideal. I've measured my page and I've drawn it onto my piece of fabric, and then I've just cut a little bit out, about 1 centimetre out, just because of attaching it to my book. I'm not sure how I'm doing my book yet. I think I'm loosely basing it on, I think I'm doing a concertina, but I'm not sure I'm going to do pages. I don't know yet. I haven't decided, but if I leave an edging all the way around, then I can attach it to whatever I choose to do when I come to do it. So here I've got, although that's quite a large piece, I love the edge on this. I've just got some fabrics that these have all been used in different projects, and I save them afterwards. They've all got the little interesting edgings. This one I love here. I think I'm going to use that one. I love this one as well, but this is blue, but I might keep with the greens, just to keep it kind of nature inspired. Then there's all these little bits here that I've used from old linens. All of these are old linens. So that's a nice corner piece with lovely edging. Here's another one that I've used already with the yellow and green would look nice actually. And I've got a different colour here with an edging. This was a napkin that I used. What else have I got? Oh, I've got a piece of that's like an even weave fabric. It's a bit stained, but thought it might be a possibility. A little bit of edging there. That's another corner. I've got this napkin here which has got quite interesting corners on, which I like. There's a little piece of lace there. That I like the edging, but I'm not sure whether it's it might be too scoopy, and it might not be able to use that one this time. But I've got another one here as well which might not be able to use. This has got a little bit of embroidery in as well. I'm not sure about those, but another corner piece there. Keep all of my little pieces like this. Look, there's another edge in there with stitching on it. What have I got? Yes, because I've got this tin here I've got with all my scraps in. Now these are really tiny scraps that you probably would throw away, but I kind of keep them just in case. Look, you see there's is that yellow edging again? That might be the one that I used. I'll put that out. I'm just keeping mine. You see that's kind of like a pinkish. I'll pop that on the side. Yeah, just all different. You never know when you're going to need them. This one's getting a bit full, so I may have a clear out, or I need to get a bigger tin, but not sure what elastic's doing in there. But did I just see some? Oh, look at that. That's nice. I'm going to keep that. That might come in handy with one of my pages. Oh look, there's a piece of lace. Pop that on the side. I think that's probably, don't want to, maybe. So just like to have a rifle through just to see if there's another piece of lace there. I don't think I'll be using 2 on this one, so I'll keep it at that. That's a piece, that's quite a neutral piece, but it has got flowers on it. I'm going to keep that just in case. And that as well, that's quite neutral. Check. Okay, let's get rid of, there's a spot there as well. The pale green, that one I'm keeping. Right, let's get, right, so you can go on for hours just looking through your scraps, can't you? But let's draw a line under it and say we've got everything that we need. I'm just going to pop the lid onto that one. Oh, hang on, there's a little flower there. Pop that back in. So that's, we've been rummaging, and there are all our little goodies. Our little morsels, as Corinne would say. Morsels of goodness. So then it's just a case of going through, just seeing what you like. These, I mean, I don't have to keep it like this. I can trim this down, but I mean, if we start, make a start and seeing, I think that's, it doesn't really matter which side you use. You can use whichever side you want, but I think that's the right side. So if I did that there for now. Okay, now this one here I like. This is off an old bed sheet. Which would be nice, a green. Okay, so I like that. Let's pop that there. What other borders do I like? See, I like that as well. This has got this edging on here. So possibly there. I'm going to snip that off. Don't want that bit. Possibly there. I like that, but it is a bit of a funny shape for this. Oh, hang on, what's that? That's the same. Okay. Quite like that for that corner. Okay, hope you can see everything. Okay, I'm just doing the edges first to start with. See, that's, although that's just a plain edge, it is, oh, I mean, I've got it there already. I like that, but that can go maybe in the centre somewhere or towards one of the edges. Quite like that as well. That's an edge. So I think I've about got all the edges. That I think is the same as that one. So that one can go out the way. That I'm not going to use blue, so that can go out the way. That one's pretty much, nope. I've got this one as well. Now this is quite fine. It may be too thin. You can see this fabric underneath it, which I don't really, it doesn't really matter that much, but I suppose let's take a piece of it. Because I don't want all of this, so it could perhaps go down one side. I've got that green as well, which would be nice to have a piece of. Let me, yeah. You see what we, oh look at that, perfect. Let's take that off. I spent ages and ages looking for this piece of fabric the other day. Couldn't find it anywhere. Then when I'm looking for scraps, I find it in my scrap. I didn't think it was in my scrap box, but it was. I was looking for it everywhere. I can't remember what I was looking for it for now, but I'm going to keep it out just in case. Oh, what have I done? Is it that one? To go there. Right. Okay, so now that I've kind of got a border ish, I'll just take that one out because that's not going. I'm going to move all of my other pieces out of the way, and I'm going to start just right. So first of all, definite, I'm going to put this in this corner. Just have to be a bit careful because it's got pieces cut away So it's not, I thought I felt something under there. So I need it to go kind of a little bit, possibly over the edge. Right, I'm going to get some pins and start pinning. And I like how it goes down there. I'm going to use all that piece because that's a nice piece to actually do some stitching on as well afterward, you know, once it's all sewn down. So that's the first piece. And then this piece here is going to be my next piece. So we're going to go to about just like that. Okay, so that's the next piece. Just trying to keep it near enough lined up with my line that I've already drawn. You see how that, I should have gone across a little bit more. That would have been better, wouldn't it? Okay, never mind. I'm just going to take it out. Oh dear, these scissors are not very good at all. Okay, yeah, perfect. Okay, so that's the first bit. Second bit done, and we're going to do some of this pink as a work round. Or am I doing that one first? I think I might do that one first actually. Let's take that off there and join up to this one here. I'm going to trim that because it's a little bit wonky. I don't mind a little bit of wonkiness, but it wasn't a very attractive wonkiness, which is the right way. That's the right way. Okay, this one here's got a little bit of staining, but I like that. Don't mind that at all. Let's just pop a pin in there. Let's come over a tiny bit. I think I'm just going to pull that up a little bit. It's not quite covering. No, it's not quite covering it. I've got plenty of fabric, so I don't need to be scrimping on overlaps or anything like that. We don't want them too bulky, but also we need them to overlap. So that's going to be that one. And then what did I say? Yes, this pinkish coloured one now. Now this goes into a corner. Both goes into a corner, doesn't it? That's the right way, so that's going to be the right corner. So again, I'm just going to cut that. I like that colour. I don't know where I got that one from. It's probably not meant to be pink. It's probably been stained with another piece. I don't know. I can't remember where I got it from. They're all old. Okay, so that one there. That there. I'm just going to pull that up a bit because it's just a little bit too low. Perfect. There. Still a little bit. Is it too low? Yeah, it's still a little bit too low. Might be the actual, it's kind of a little bit of a rickety piece. Let's start from here instead. Okay, that there, and then we're going to go for a green strip. I'll leave that there just for a minute in case. Am I going to go all the way across? Let's just have a look. Was this the one? This corner here. I'm just going to straighten this up because I'm not wanting any diagonals. So that can go, that can go. So that's going to go in this corner. Like that. Okay, so this one is going to go here. I'm just going to cut a little bit off that. That off. That. This is another nice sized piece to keep. Okay. Right, so this one can now, let's cut that off there. Save that for another day. That's causing me problems because that bit's missing, so I'm just thinking I'm going to have to go over it with something. I think it'll be okay actually. Yeah, I think it'll be okay to go over some. Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Fine, fine, fine. I'm just going to take a little bit more off. So I'm going to go under that one because I like that piece. And then how much am I going to show this? I want a little bit more shown actually, so I'm going to take a little bit of this one off as well. Okay, could have done it all in one go, but never mind. Right, so there we go. It's not set in stone. If I take a step back and have a look at it and see that it's not, something's not right, then I can always change it. Okie dokie. Let's just do that one. Oh, it's hard to get through the pen. That's not going through. There we go. That'll do for now. Right, okay, so we've got our edge done, and now we need to start filling in the centre. So like I say, I'm going to have to, I quite like a kind of like a squarish of that, so I'm just going to fold that over for now. So if I say that much, I can come back later. Now I did like the idea of putting a little bit of floral in this. It doesn't have to be the right way up. I think that's the right, yeah, that's the right way up. I kind of like it it's pale enough that you can stitch over it. You know, you kind of, what you do is, what I do is, if I've got something like that, I kind of ignore it and pretend it's plain, so that when I'm stitching, it's not distracting me, if that means anything. But that's how I do it anyway. I kind of pretend it is plain. Now I've got some of this here, but I do like this linen. I'm just wondering whether I'm just going to actually get rid of that border on this one. I'm going to keep it because it might be couched. Couch it down. It's a nice colour, that is. I like that colour. So say that one goes there. What else have we got? I'm not sure. All right, that's a no. And that's a no as well, because that's got too much on. Now this here has got a little piece of lace. Now do I want... I would prefer to have that near a border. It goes that way actually, that's the right way around. I like that, but I'm not sure. Let's see what else I've got first. That's, oh, I thought it was the same as that, but it's not, it's a lighter. It's a nice piece. Oh look, there's a square one there. I like that colour. What else have we got? I said no to that one. That's a whiter piece. Oh, now if I had that as a border, because this is so close, I'm thinking that could also be part of the border as well. And then that there. Oh, okay, have we got something? Has everything fell in? Isn't it amazing how sometimes things just fall into place? I mean, that doesn't have to be all on one block if you like, you know, all, I could, you know, do that kind of thing. And but I think, right, okay. I'm not going to do any more than that for deciding on fabrics. That's the fabric. They're the fabrics. Although saying that, I'm just going to see if I can switch those two up. No, I like them better there. That just kind of flows into that kind of pinkish tone. Okay, there we have it. So that's going to be next. So what I'm going to do now is just check that I've got some straight lines. I'm just going to get rid of those. Going to go there. I'm going to have to be very careful when I just sew that, but it will, once it's because it's kind of folded over at the moment. Once it's sewn down, it will just be part of the border. Do I want that to go? See, then you've got choices of, do I want that to go under there, which I think I do. I quite like that actually, as it is. I should take a photo now, because I know what's going to happen is once I start pinning things down and things move, I might lose my layout, but we'll try. Let's see how we go. Once I've pinned it down, I think I will. Can you see I've got a little gap there? I might just have to pull that over a little bit. I'm just going to take I think I've got quite a little bit to play with there, yeah. perfect. Put it back down. So I just want it kind of laying underneath those little dots, little holes. Okay, so I mean, this is more work than, you know, if you just get a piece of fabric and start stitching on fabric, but I think it's worth it because it does look good. It just gives a little bit more, little bit of added interest on your background. Oh, okay, right. We've got some, okay, how on earth have I done that? That one, and is it that one? Oh no, and that one. Dear me. Right, it's also good to check if you've got anything underneath. Oh dear. Try that again. Must have been there for a while because these have been done. These were one of the first to do. Okay. Then that one next. Just turning it just to see if I've got. I don't know whether it is perfectly square. It's it doesn't matter which way I have it up. So she who's turning it around. It's not quite straight, it is a little bit wonky, so I'm just trying to get the right look. Yeah, I'm liking this. I love the tones as well. Tones of colour, how they're all different. So that one's okay there. I'm just going to, that's okay there. Let's get that one down. Okay, so just going to have to be careful here because there isn't that much room. Again, I'm just going to have to shuffle over a little bit. Just looking at lines here, that's the next thing that I'll need to just look at. That one just felt it needed that bit. I think that. So what are we doing here? So that one's over, that one's under, that one's over. I like the edge on this linen here. I don't really want to cover that. But does it look better that way? I think it does. Let's get this little piece in because that's going underneath. I'm conscious that that one's over that one, that one's over that one, that one's over that one. But I do kind of like how it looks, the colour-wise. So I think I'm going to go for it. It's going to be... Well, I'm going to take the other edge of this off. Take that out 'cause that's in the way. Now I like it on top because that green edge is gone. That's going on top. Okay. Then that one on there. Just, I like the that pinkish colour of the flowers. Matches virtually exactly the pinkish of the linen. Yeah, and that's going on top like so. Just have to be careful because there's not much room there. The edges, there's not much of an overlap. Just wondering, have I got a bigger piece of that? Did I cut? Do I want a bigger piece? I think once everything's flattened down, I think it's going to be okay. I think there's enough room. I'll be okay. Right. So that is my background. Decided. There. All I've got to do now is stitch it. So I need some thread. What I'm using is, I've got that one there. I think that's the one I'm going to use. That's just a cream cream thread, although I have got a white, but I think white's going to be too... A, it's disappeared. Where on earth is my white thread? But it's in here. It's always in another project. Yes, take. Excuse me. I've got white. Right, I know what I'm going to do. I am going to tack it all down first, I think. So I will use my white thread, just a cheap and cheerful one. So this is going to take some time. I'll show you what I do, but then I will pop off camera and do the rest. and then I can come back and show you decorative stitches, because then I'll do some decorative stitches. So just starting at the top, and it's just a tacking thread, so tacking stitch, sorry, so you're just doing a tiny stitch, a long stitch at the back, and it's almost a little back stitch, and then hardly visible, they'll stay in, you don't take them out. And it just keeps everything in its place without having to use pins. Pins get in the way and they stab you. So I'm just going to go all the way across. When I get to an edge, I will do it as close as I can to the edge. And then come down, and I do them about a centimetre apart. So I'll go all the way. I'll show you what I'll do. You can see if I look, get my words out. If I show you on the back in a second, you'll be able to see. You may have to just manoeuvre, because here we've got a join. So what I want to do is I want to do another row on this one here, just to make sure that it is secure. You see how close that is. So where there's a join, I'm actually going to double back on myself and then start. Let me just take these pins out because I don't need these ones anymore. It's all tacked down. So then I will just go along the edge of this. Where it's coming away, I'm just going to make sure that I go over enough. And carry on back over, and then I'll move down a centimetre also, just there. So if I show you on the back, you can see you see what I've done, gone all the way across, and then I've kind of double back on myself on this row just to make sure that everything's secure. And then I'll just go all the way across. So I'll pop off camera and do the rest, and then I'll be back to do some stitching. Right, so I have now gone and tacked all of the little pieces down. As you can see, I've just gone zigzagged across. A couple of times I've had to double back on myself where there's just been a few more stitches needed. So that's now what I've got. So I'm quite happy with the layout and everything, and I've just took some stray threads off here and there. I'm not bothered about too many, but just snip those ones off and just tidied it up a little bit. So now I'm ready to start doing some decorative stitches. And when I say decorative stitches, they're stitches that they're not going to be, if I show you on the piece that I've already done, I've got decorative stitches on here, but they're kind of melting into the background. So there's, I've got a fly stitch, I've got buttonhole stitch, I've got some herringbone stitch there, just some whip stitch here, some running stitch, and I've got a little bit of feather stitch. What about the others? I think they're all about the same. So I think on one I've got some, where did I see some? Yeah, they're all about the same. I saw some crosses, and oh yeah, okay, it's on this one here as well. So I've got some like little crosses here. I thought there was, are they crosses or stars? They might be stars actually. Just anything to hold down your fabric. So that's what I'm going to do on here. So you just find the line and start stitching, and you can do whatever you want. So I'm going to do some herringbone stitch. Yes, herringbone stitch. So as long as you keep your two lines level, the top and the bottom of your cross, it's a bit like a cross stitch, but it just makes a nice decorative stitch. So just keep your two lines level and just go across. Doesn't matter how wide they are, is what I'm trying to say. What I'm doing is trying to stitch down all of my raw edges now. And all I'm using is a crochet cotton. This is just a Coats 40, and it's like an off-white, creamy, beigey colour. Oops. Probably cut my thread a little bit too long. I was being a bit lazy, and I thought, well, if I have a long piece, then I don't have to keep rethreading my needle, but it's counterproductive really, because it just knots and then you have to spend time on knotting it. There, a couple more. I think that one will be finished, that row. Yeah, I'm just going to go into the top there, okay? Ouch. And just finish that off. Oh my days, what's happening with my thread? I think I've just cut myself. Just stabbed myself with the needle. Right, let's pop that off. And start somewhere else. So I'm going to do this one now. So I'm going to just do a whip stitch on this one. So I just don't want to bleed on my piece. Oh dear. I've done that before and had to wash it. Okay, so this is just a whip stitch that I'm just going all the way round. Doesn't have to be too even, doesn't have to be regular stitches. I think the more higgledy-piggledy they are, sometimes the better. And although the tacking, you know, it's like it sounds time consuming and everything just to get everything on, but to be honest, it does save time. You don't have to fiddle around with the pins anymore. You can just start stitching, and I just think it's, even though you can see the little, I don't know whether you can see here the little dots where I've done the stitches, but I just think that all adds to the texture of the piece anyway. And once you get stitching, you hardly notice them, or don't even notice them. When I look at my other pieces, I never notice the background stitching. You know, these little dots that are created when you tack the fabric down. I don't know why it's sticking. It's like I've got a knot somewhere, but I can't see the knot. Oh, there we go, it's not now. Hope this video is not going to be too dull and dreary. The weather outside is not good. I mean, we're mid-July and it hasn't stopped raining since yesterday. It's a dull old day. We're not having much luck with the summer yet. We get a nice day and then it's followed by a day of rain. But I think the forecast is that this is the last day of rain, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Just because there's other fabric there doesn't mean to say you can't sew over it. Okay. That's that one. You just have to go all the way around with your decorative stitches. Okay, so what should we try next? Let's do running stitch. It's a nice simple one. So we'll do this little bit here with the running stitch. So just as close as the edge as you can. Maggie the dog has come to see what we're doing. Maggie, hey, quick nose round. Oh, okay. She was having a quick nose round until she realised I was talking to her, and she stopped. She's got off again now. It's lunchtime here, so she'll be sniffing around in the kitchen. Okay, so that was just a little one. Finish that off. I'm just going to change my thread because that's not going to be long enough, and then whoops. Okay, let's do should we do fly stitch? Let's do a fly stitch. Where should we do that? I think I'm going to do it here because then that will catch both sides nicely. So I'm going to start at the top. Try to catch it all. This might be a bit of a feather stitch actually, or is it? It's probably more feathery stitch than fly stitch. They are kind of a similar. That's not done right. Just trying to catch the edges on this one. Difficult because of the frayed edge. I'm trying to catch it all just so that it doesn't come loose. Definitely not right. Not the best example of feather stitch, but it will be fine. Like I say, then I'm not doing it for them to stand out that much. It's just background texture. Right. Okay, what else have we got? Oh, let's just go along. I'm just going to do some whip stitch on this one here. There we go. I'll just carry it onto this one here because that one needs tying down. Okay, right, so what have we got? I've got this one here and this and that little bit as well. Okay, so we might as well start here. So I'm just going to do little stars, I think, like I did with those other ones. I think were they stars or were they crosses? I don't know whether they're crosses or stars. I think it's a, I don't know. We'll do a star. So just a down, and then it's a down, and then a cross over the top of it. I think we can fit 2 more on here if we space them out. Okay. Yep, 1 more. Okay, and I'm just going to carry the running stitch down on this one. Okay, and over this way. Might just have enough thread left. There we go. Oh, I think I might just do that a little bit as well. Can I get it across there? Yeah. Just remember I've done that a bit. It's down. Oh, it's still loose. It's not. Okay, so that's that one. Let's see what else. I've got the other side of that one to do, haven't we? So I've got this one to do here, which I'm going to do in this herringbone stitch again, just because it catches both sides really well. Apologies if you can hear all the background noise. It's lunchtime here, so everyone's in the kitchen getting their lunches. Right, so herringbone stitch. So you come up at the top, and it's just a row of joined stitches. Crosses. Almost like a back stitch that you go up and down. I've still got that little square to do here. So I'll snip that. And do that one. Where is it? Okay, this one here. Again, I'm going to go around in just a whip stitch. Pop all the way around. I'm just going to, just while I'm here, I'm just going to do that little bit of running stitch that needs doing just here. And we'll just come back. Oops. Right, okay, I've come out all together. And I'm bleeding as well. Right, get that back in there. Right. I'll try. It's difficult to say without your thumb. I know if I put pressure on it's going to start bleeding. I think it stopped. I'm just going to come back and, oh, I thought that flap was not tied down. I don't think it's tied down properly. Let me just go back and put a couple of stitches in here. We have that going to need a wash now. Right, let's see how that looks then. Have we missed anywhere? I think that's it. Yep, so we've done it. So that is how you make a new piece of fabric, an interesting new piece of fabric from all your different scraps that were just, mine were just lying in a little tin, not being used. So that's now a new page for my journal when I come to do it. So snip off the ends. So that's it. So hope you've enjoyed watching me make a new page for my journal and making fabric from scraps. And so thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Okay, bye bye.